Hmm. Guess there's not too much that can be done about the gaps. again, this is the front. Clean up a little bit more. Boom. This is supposed to be the other front of it. Then whoever designed this did a really great job. You see those little holes there? Those are for magnets. The thing is, you can same thing right there, along with the back end of that, so you can hot swap the how you want it to be. But this is going to be purely this vehicle. And this goes to the side like so. Looks like I'll need to clean that up too. So it'll fit in there perfectly. It's not quite on there, right? But I wonder how this thing fits. So it goes there. Like so. That's that. So, nope, like this. There we go. The only thing that needs to be done is kind of clean this thing up so it's smooth whenever it's painted. So that's what I'm gonna do later. I'm gonna pack this up. Just kind of want to assemble some parts of it. This one is an extra print for the front. Alright, hey, what's up, Francois? I gotta print a couple more of those things. I need to remove that from the print. Make sure none of that stuff fell in my drink. Looks good. Let me change it. Alright. Doing Infinity the Game models. Yeah, this guy looks looking pretty nice. Oops, I haven't changed the brightness yet, I don't think. That sleek, shiny purple coat. Looking real good. I think I'll keep his face silver. Although I will say I've been using the wrong black for a little bit. Keep using the Liquitex and not the Vallejo, which I need to put the Vallejo in here because it's the one that actually, it's not, whenever it dries it doesn't look ashy. It looks smooth, whereas the Liquitex looks a bit ashy. Like, I guess you see the pigments on it, I'm guessing. Oh, it's gunmetal. Or what happened to my, oh, there it is. Okay. Think about some of these guys. I'm gonna spray paint, spray paint. Holy crap, what was I thinking of? Honestly, I lost my train of thought. Thinking too much of the paint job here. Maybe I'll remember eventually. Yeah, this black is definitely much better than Liquitex black, at least in terms of what I'm trying to paint here. Maybe the Liquitex black underneath this paint makes this paint a lot better. Not sure. I know I like the Liquitex black, but for some odd reason, this paint is much better. But it's a bit more glossy than, say, the Liquitex black. The Liquitex matte black is very much a very matte black, whereas this one seems to have a little bit of a shine to it. I'm kind of just redoing all the black areas. Sadly, I think there's an Infinity tournament this coming Saturday, but I don't have my models painted, so I will not be participating in it. Plus, I haven't played a game in the new N5 rules. I definitely got to get some practice games in first. The rules are mostly the same, but some things have changed. With my new schedule too, so this is looking so much better. I really like the way this guy turned out. I like that purple that I put in there. Again, the thing is that I'm using colors that I've already used. I really want to use colors that I have not used. So this blue is not a color that I've used before, but it's still too close to a blue that I used. But yeah, I can't deny that it looks really good. So I'm going to stick with it. Maybe I'll use different colors and other models that I'll paint in the future. Tau is my original purple and yellow. Ultramarines obviously Ultramarines blue and gold. Actually, I think I see a eye line there, so what I might do, so tiny. And a fine detail brush for that one. I might be forcing this on his face, but that'll be okay. I'm gonna customize his face. It's just that this is so tiny. Too easy to mess this up, I think. There we go. Alright, let's drop that yellow. See if you can see his... It's hard to see his face. So small. Damn, that's too thick. Handshaking too much. Okay. Oh. Let's see what that looks like. See if I can see it on screen. You can kind of see it. Try to define that a little bit better. I don't want to mess it up too much though, because it is kind of hard. I don't have a steady hand, and this is probably the finest brush I've got. Man, there's so little of the paint on this thing that it dries up before it gets to the model. There we go. That looks better. You can see it's a little bit more defined. Separation between the yellows. Looks like a big mouth and eyes that are very happy. Oh, all right. What else do I need to do this guy? I need the blue. Ultramarines blue. Not this Ultramarines blue though. I guess let's give this a try. Oop. It's already a pre-diluted Ultramarines blue, so it should be good. Okay. Getting close to finish this guy off. Okay. Just don't know what to paint the disc on his hand, honestly. Hey, what's up, Randall? It's been a minute. I see. It's been a while since I've seen you. Or at least in my mind, it seems like it. Oops, shit. Looks like I need to refill my little paint bucket there. Been recorded, been past week. Nothing related to those fires, is it? Whew. This model's taking 2 days. 2 days, so it's just about 2 hours. Maybe a little bit more than 2 hours of work. I'm thinking like maybe 3 hours to model here. With 15 models, that's about 45 hours of work. Oh, man, it's a full week worth of work. Borrow out job. What is that? Put too much. Hmm. Ah, so essentially like borrowing drivers because they're need some more. It's been a while since I asked you, but you play 40K? I know we talk about a lot of your job about railroading and moving people around, but I forget how you ran into my channel and how you whether you play 40K or Infinity. Ah, ah. What's his channel's name? What does he do? Oh, okay. So the channel name is Anthony Dodges. Okay. I guess I'll paint that gunmetal because I don't know what else to do with this thing. And why aren't you getting into the game with your friend? Just not interested in it? Have you tried? His face is looking a lot better. In the model trains can be like I am. Ah, outsider. You know, actually, where I live, there's a model train museum. I don't know if I can record in there. I wouldn't mind like recording it and kind of post it and showing you. I don't. Do you have model train museums in your area? The face kind of came out defined pretty well. See how close I can get it. Oh, it's a little bit hard. It's so thin and so small. But I love the way the cape turned out. Now you can. It's a little bit hard to see those. Let me see if I brighten it up. Make sure you can see the little like paintbrush strokes. Look at it in real life. It's kind of hard to see that, but in camera it's coming up a little clear, which is kind of funny. Let's see if we go. Let's do auto. Okay, auto brightness. It doesn't look great on camera. Let me turn off auto. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look great on camera. Definitely maybe darker. Let's see if it represents this way. That looks a little bit better in terms of how it represents in real life, how it kind of looks. Still a little bit dark. That one you can really see the brush strokes. Yeah, this dude looks really, really cool. It looks like there is something there that I missed. I saw it on the camera when I was adjusting it. I didn't even see it. Might be a combat knife or something. Painted gunmetal. Whew, yeah. Yeah, I honestly, like whenever I saw the one over here, I was looking at it. It looks really nice. I only seen the outside. They did like really fancy like Christmas lighting works and stuff. It almost seems like it's split up into two areas. I wouldn't mind going to it because I'm just kind of curious, you know. I'm generally speaking, I'm interested in just about everything, you know. Generally speaking. There's something I was gonna paint here. I can't remember what it is now. But, you know, I try to be open-minded and such. I don't know if I ever had a toy train when I was younger. I had a Tonka truck. That's made out of pure metal. It's massive. You could literally sit in it and ride it. Hey, what's up, Kit? You're doing all right. How about you? Well, I got a new schedule, so I'm a bit happy. Although I would love to have gotten, you know, still 3 days off. But what can you do? But at least I got my Fridays and Saturdays off now, so I'll be able to participate in more 40K tournaments and get better and get good. Looks like I need a gold orc. Painting my neighbor breachers. That's how I got them done for Tuesday's kill team. So this is actually a game, and that's cool. Actually, hold on, orc. Here's my kill team. You can't really see them because it's really dark, but they're the Felgors. I fell in love with Beastmen whenever they were released in Fantasy, and I will play them even if they suck, just because I like them so much. And this is for a game. So here's the first model I painted. Actually, let me. Okay. So the first model I painted. Try to, because I kind of like the neon kind of lights thing, like Tron and stuff. The blue looks really nice. It's like kind of transparent so that the silver, what you call it, will come through. And then his face, you can kind of see a lot of neons there too. Yeah, he looks pretty awesome. Let's see, headspace, headspace a bit down, and a few. I had fun, man. My body was aching after that tournament kit. Headspace a bit down. What do you mean? You like kind of like I guess like a writer's block type thing for ideas. And or this is for a game called Infinity. It kind of picked up in our area because there were people who were waiting for 10th edition, and some people were disappointed in 10th edition. Some quit playing 40K because of this game, because of how they're disappointed in 10th edition. So I feel sad for them because I can play both. I'm I'm a kind of person that learns to adapt to things. Between Anthony and myself, model train wise is that I do most German and European. Ah, these are HO scales. I'm not sure what HO scales 3 rails and H and standard 2 rails. Not sure what you mean by that. Scale 3 rail. I think this guy is officially done. Time to move on to my next. So I think he is also technically officially done as well. I don't like face models, but what can you do? Don't think I'm going to go any more deeper than that face model. Thanks, Kitbash. Uh, I've been meaning to watch more of your videos too, because you have you have creative ideas, absolutely for sure. Ah, so is 3 rails like larger than 2 rails? I'm assuming. Whoa, good lord, man! How do you fit that many people in your house? Or you have like a mansion or something? I'm perfectly fine with 10th edition Orc. I mean, you know, rules will always change. Things have always been different every edition. I love the game for what it is. Although I will say this, good lord. I heard Kill Team got like a massive improvement. Got rid of that stupid measurement rules that everyone hated. Use normal measurements instead of I'm going to move 3 circles. Which was kind of a weird thing for them to do. I don't see why they use normal movement rules. Standard show. R1. 2 rails with no center railing. I kind of figured it was a matter of railing thing. It made sense, you know, when you look at it. It says 3 rails. But those are typically the 3 rail ones are usually inner cities, not usually I guess going across countryside because that's a lot of electricity or a lot of powered going through railings. I would assume. So it's nice to go back to numbers. Yeah, orc for sure. And what do you mean? But you never played outside of that? Outside of what exactly? Outside of 10th edition or? Okay. I see. They're all 187 scale. But Randall, does the 3 rails is that like going across countries or is that just usually internal cities? Maybe going to other major cities? Because I would assume that's a lot of power going through those rails, and they have to run it kind of like an electricity line where they have I don't know what they call it, amplifiers. I would assume. Because that's quite a lot of power that has to run through a long distance. Or is there not like hobby shop around you that you can maybe play? But good lord, though, 15 to 25 people is kind of crazy. I will say that. At some point, you might as well start up a hobby lobby, a hobby store, hobby lobby. Start up a hobby store because I mean you're getting that many people consistently. That's really good. You could run tournaments and be an official, kind of like an official store. You know, have a looks like you would have a dedicated group of people that'll show up all the time. You know, because yeah, we don't get 15 to 25 people even in my hobby store. Although we did get 24 people actually this past tournament, or 22, 22, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 12 people. Sorry, 12 people. See, huh. Yeah, but the two rail system runs on the, I guess essentially the coal power, right? Uh, oh wait, powered by DC. Oh, okay. Wait, what? It's more like a real track with just two rails and no center rail, and it's powered by DC. Direct current. Alternating current. Wait, so these are not coal-powered trains that you're collecting? Yeah. Are these this rain trains that you're collecting though? Are they like just typically inner city type trains, or are they like more for like long distance travel trains? Because I think passenger trains are more, they're electric trains. Huh. I was just trying to think. I guess passenger trains might be like that, right? Because I don't think long distance train would run coal. I mean, I don't think long distance trains would run electric, and I assume they're coal powered. But then again, I'm not for sure. It's most of the guys I work with are in my long these days, so I try to get them to have a day. Just younger, younger guys are struggling these days. What do you mean? Like, I guess buying models and stuff, or playing the game? I mean, it could be all of the above, honestly. Obviously, the younger people generally speaking, are going to be the newer group of people. Also, they're broke, like me. That's why I started 3D printing, just to save a little bit of money over the long period, not the short period. Because the short period, it's expensive to get into 3D printing, but the more models that you 3D print and not buy from GW, the cheaper it gets, like significantly, especially nowadays. Good lord. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up this one model just 3D printed. So what I run and collect is mostly North American freight. Yeah. Yeah, no, you said that already. I do understand that, but I just, anytime I see a train, I always assume like coal power in America, and in Germany, UK, Europe, I don't know if they have trains interconnecting to the countries. I'm assuming they do now, obviously because they're individual countries at first. And I would assume that most of theirs are electric and just mostly inner cities, within their own country. So like, oops, I can't really see what I'm showing. There we go. What happens when you overcharge to a system to where full as it was and build no new backups? Plans for farms and water use, fisheries, industry systems, yet how cheap they are. So here's like a model that I 3D printed. It's supposed to be a Vindicator tank. I still got to clean it up, and a lot of it's still detachable. And the cool thing, whoever designed this made rooms for like magnets so that you can interchange the top to something else different. So for example, I did have a spare. Oh, put the spare over here. So it could be like a Rhino instead, you know, or front, because it has those magnet holes right there and right there. But I want it to be a Vindicare, so it fits right there. So that's what I'm going to build it as, the Vindicare. I'm going to get 2 Vindicares, 2 Whirlwinds, maybe a Predator tank. I already have a Predator tank, but these models look really cool. Geez, Troy, man, I have no idea what you're always talking about here. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, man. It's just a roll of the die with you. You're talking about fishery industries, fish alone versus fishery techniques. Uh, hold on. Like the model carts are expensive? Really? It's kind of really weird. Jesus. My gosh, it makes me it makes me wonder, good Lord, how much it is to get into the the train hobby now too. Like I know GW's gotten ridiculous. I'm guessing the train hobbyist has gotten it to ridiculous too. There's Warhammer shop next to me. You guys amazing, but I've never played there. Although he has asked me. Yeah, why not, man? You know, you meet more people. You know, dude's gonna make a shot. He's gonna love you for bringing those 15 to 25 people to his shop. You're gonna make him. He's gonna get a killing in profits that day. Oh, I mean, it's I don't know. Like, God, I tell him. Oh, really? Dude's probably gonna kiss you and hug you whenever you get there. Once he figure out who you are, though, of course. Oh boy, that's not good. Uh, have you seen him? Met him? Went there? Ah, I see, Randall. And I'm sure inflation doesn't help exactly on that. I don't know. Is the Hobby Lobby a good place to get like model trains? I'm not trying to buy any, but I'm kind of curious about the price. How much is it for? I guess, like you said, you said freight cars. How much is it for one of them? You know? Okay, Orc. Well, then that's really weird. So you met him many times, but yet you haven't really played over there. Don't be shy now. Uh, I mean, I honestly I don't know what to say. I mean, you're already hosting it. You have a place, so can't really complain. There's people out there. Yeah, exactly. There's too many people out there who like are too shy to go to the shops and play and stuff. I try to encourage them to because it's a great place to get to know people and play the game for crying out loud. But some people get into it for just the painting aspect of it. Blob only carries backmarked trains as far as I know, which are they're also good price there. Well, they do have sometimes. Well, they used to have the 40% off coupon that I used to use all the time over there to buy single paints until I can, or actually print out so many of those things just to go there. You know, go outside, put on a mustache, and go back inside to buy another model, and with the 40% off coupon, and step back outside and put a sombrero on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I've never used this coupon before. Can I use this coupon for this one product, please? No, I have never been here before. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, Skellingtron. Hey man, if there's a GW store over here, I would do that too. I'd go to, if I could visit them, I would for the free model. Eventually, you get enough to build an army. Dude, I would love to see someone who says, "See my army here? My 4,000 points of free Space Marines or whatever model he gets." I'd be like, that dude's dedicated. I like him. Crazy, but love it. You can get better deals and way more variety in places like Lombard Hobbies, Rose Yankee Dabbler, and Iron Planet. Dude, those those are not around where I live. Is that like a regional or is that I wouldn't say global, but what statewide? Yeah, that's the better word for it, statewide. Because I've not heard of that store, those stores. With my to go to. That is hilarious. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Plastic ain't cheap anymore. I mean, it never was, but still, it's even worse now. Look at the top of the line. From 45 directly from. Whew, man. Oh shoot, I ran over time, but I guess Randall, I guess my question for you. Oop, good lord, it went black. My monitor went to sleep. Um, what is the most expensive, I guess, cart that you have? Car. Is it car, freight car, or is it freight cart? I've always thought it was cart. Maybe it's car. Freight car? Well, you're the train guy, so I guess it is freight car. I've always called it cart. Don't know why. Other manufacturers are very depending on where you shop. But like, what's the most expensive one that you have? And do you also do kind of like where you have like you buy like three of them or two of them minimum? You keep one in the box all the time and one that you open up to play with. I did that with comic books. One I double sleeved and packed up and never opened. Even got the certificate of whatever. I guess we could keep that there. Carriages, huh? So what's the most valuable one that you have? And how much is it worth? If you don't mind telling. I know there's a show that I like watching. It's American Pickers, I think that's what it's called, where they go to places that like look abandoned and stuff. But essentially they just go digging through people's junk and usually end up finding like antique stuff that are really nice and you do not think have any value to them, but just because they're antique and get restored, they actually have value to them. Hmm. Don't know how to do his packs here. Oh, I know how to do those packs. Never mind. Uh, most ever paid for freight car was. Whew. Cheaper than a Land Raider, I'll say that, or a Repulsor Executioner. Most of the time, though, I usually get the lower end still. Whew. I mean, what do you do with them? Do you collect them to, like, for their value, or just enjoy collecting? Do you eventually want to sell them or something? I was thinking like I have a comic book collection. I read most of them, and anything that I collected, I would usually buy double off, and I would not open up the one, and obviously the second one I would open up and read for myself, but I would still take good care of it. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to open up my comic books again and kind of look through them and hope that they go up in value later on in the years. Ah. Do you have like a room full of trains that you can turn on? Dude, that it's like I'll say it's really cool to have like a room dedicated to a whole bunch of trains that you can turn on and just having running through a city and stuff. I think that stuff looks freaking beautiful. I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want to do that myself. Only you just have like a really nice decoration room where you can turn on a train, maybe even two trains that would cross paths, but you obviously make it in such a way that they don't. It'd be terrible for them to crash. Sorry, Skeletron, I completely missed that. But dude, that's pretty freaking awesome. Like I have a squad of people going out there. Looks like it's this month. Looks like it's me, Beastman. Let's go. Dude, I would love to see it for sure. Have an entire like I think I remember seeing movies where they have entire rooms dedicated to that and have like small cities with like fake snow and stuff and people and like oops and like hold on, get the volume. and like post box and all that. I think that thing looks really cool. Just it would be a great I think it would be a great relaxing room where you just sit there and just watch the train just go through all the different cities and stuff. The paint's not quite sticking. You can see it's kind of pulling up, but once it dries up, it'll allow more of the paint to stick to the other ends of it. Like so. But that is for next I've overstayed my welcome. Not too many. Oh, well, there's a lot more models, so I'll obviously have to go through. Let me see how many models I have to go paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 more models after this, actually. So I do have to call it. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and try to stream for at least an hour. Multiple train Troy, and try to stream for at least an hour. I'm painting my Infinity models right now because I'm kind of assembling my 40K at the moment, kind of taking a break from Ultramarines at the moment. I do have my Tau, my stealth suits right here, already fully painted. Don't you like the color scheme of this Tau stealth suit? For sure, Randall. I enjoy talking about trains a little bit, even though I'm not much into it, but it's still pretty enjoyable and, barely touch up on stuff like that. So anyways, I try to stream for an hour. Like I said, 4 to 4:30 is my stream time, Eastern Standard Time. Hey, thanks very much, Orc. I very much appreciate it. And, Skeletron. Man, I'm trying to focus on my outro here, guys. Hold on. Anyways, I have a lot of models I have to paint. I'm 3D printing some stuff too because obviously I'm broke and plastic ain't cheap anymore. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up this time, and below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.